President Trump's new tax plan. No taxes on overtime. Woo! Should be excited about that one, folks. Here, I'll give you an idea here. This is Jeff at Below Average. This will be phenomenal for the average worker, or if you feel like me, maybe the below average worker. Just for simple, very, very simple ideas. You are a worker, or like I was, a factory worker. If you're at 20 bucks an hour and you get 10 hours of overtime a week, when you factor in the no taxes on the overtime only, depending on your tax bracket, so this is going to vary, but approximately $50 a week will not be taken out of your check because of the no tax on overtime policy. So if you're looking for investment scenarios, this is where, folks, you want to work smarter, not harder. This is easy. That additional $50 a week that will be put onto your check. If you are a younger worker, you invest that at 12% in the 401k for where you work at. So you put it in your 401k at 12% interest over 30 years, folks. Let me look on my numbers. That is approximately $750,000 more without working one more single ounce of hours of work. You're not having to make more money per hour. That is doing the exact same thing you're doing now if you're working 10 hours a week of overtime. And if not, and you can, this is one heck of an incentive. Besides the time and a half, the additional $50, invest it. If you're one of these persons, you do this right away. When this goes through, you do it right away. You are not going to miss it. You're not going to know anything. You're not going to do any different. Even if you are struggling to pay your bills, I am going to tell you right now, this would be the best thing to do is just go put it in the 401k and forget about it and just keep working a little bit smarter and keep figuring things out and cut your bills down. And this will be a drastic payoff in the future. And if this is somebody you're 10 years or so away from retirement, obviously the significance isn't going to be there. But I tell you, you're not working one more minute more. You're not working a minute harder in your life. You're not doing anything more. You're doing the same thing you're already doing now if you are working those type of hours. So go do it. Now, I'll break it down a little different. Let's say you're only a worker making 15 bucks an hour and you're just trying to work your way up. The difference is about saying 50 hours a week. It's about $30 on your check more per week of not paying taxes on the overtime only. You take that $30 extra a week and you invest it for 30 years at 12%. You're going to be at approximately, let me look, you're going to be approximately at $450,000 without doing anything else in life. This is a gift given to you. You better take it. You better thank the great Lord for this. This is unbelievable. Now, if you're looking back at, maybe I won't get 12%, maybe it's 10%. 10% on the $30, 30 years is $290,000. And if I backtrack up to the $50 a week, if you're only getting 10%, for some reason, maybe you're a little conservative, you don't want to get too crazy with your investment, but at 10% over 30 years for the $50 a week comes out to be $480,000 approximately. Unbelievable. You can do nothing else more in life and be able to retire on just doing this, and you will have more than what most people will ever have at that time. If you are young, this is a gift given to you. Not seen by my generation or the generations before me. This is your generation if you're that young. This is phenomenal. Take advantage of it and do it. And if for some reason you are desperate and are really strapped paying bills, and you want to break it down to about what could this really be for you, If you're at the $50 extra week of not having to pay taxes on the additional 10 hours of overtime work, because it's overtime only, a savings on the taxes, that's equivalent to about $1.25 an hour raise over your 40-hour work week. If you are a person that's been at your job a while, that's probably equivalent for the next 5, 6, 7 years is all you're going to get at the little nickels and dimes they give you per year while they jack your insurance up and figure out another way to take from you to end up with almost zero. This is phenomenal. This is great. This is going to cause people to want to work a little overtime. This is going to cause people to maybe work a little more because they won't put themselves in a tax bracket for which they cannot end up being able to, they won't make any difference. They'll lose, they'll be paying more in taxes than what they're going to make on some additional hours if you start working those really crazy hour work weeks. Folks, this is phenomenal. This is be one of the greatest financial situations that the entire country will be able to take advantage of. I'll tell you, there's going to be hourly people that want to go back to not being hourly because the difference is going to offset the little extra penance that they got paid for being a salary person, especially maybe a lower level, just a regular one of those hourly people. It could be quality, it could be management or whatever. You might want to be going right back to the hourly job and not worrying about the headaches and making more money. So let's praise this. That hopes this will come to pass as soon as possible once he takes office. And this is just one of the great things that he is looking to do, dealing with finances for what I am calling the below average worker. So thank you. Please like, subscribe, comment down below on how fantastic you think this is and how this is going to change your lives, your family's lives, your friends, your co-workers, every single person that ends up working, especially if you are in the younger generation. Thank you and have a great night.